Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another wig install, and today's wig is from Yolissa Hair. I have their HD Undetectable Lace Body Wave Wig in 22 inches, and this is also in 180% density. So as usual, I'm going to give you guys a quick unboxing to show you everything that came along with the wig before we get started with the install. Now here is the hair. Once again, this wig is from Yolissa Hair, and this is their HD Undetectable Lace Body Wave Wig. Again, I have it in 22 inches in 180% density. As you guys can see, that lace is super invisible. She's also very thin, which means we're gonna have a great melt, and they did pluck the lace for you as well. So honestly, I did this install straight out the box because there was really nothing that I thought that I had to do as far as like plucking, bleaching, etc. And also, as you guys can see, the wig did come curled for you as well, so she comes styled, which definitely comes in handy, and you guys will see that later on in this tutorial. But just pay attention to all of the close-ups that I'm giving you guys right here on the screen. So as always, you just want to add some makeup onto your lace. Now yes, this lace is HD and she is super invisible, but I preach the same thing to you guys all the time. Lace is a texture, so it is super important that the color of it matches your skin tone as much as possible. So I just went in with some cream foundation, added it all over the lace, and then I went ahead and threw the wig on. Now I did ask for this wig in a medium cap size, and she fit pretty well, but I did realize that she was just a little too spacious for me, especially the lace. The lace was a little too large for me, but we'll talk about that in a second. But I am going to give you guys some close-ups of that pre-plucking that they did. Honestly, they did a really good job. So if that's something that you worry about, or maybe you're not too good at the plucking, you don't have to worry about that when it comes to this wig unit. So now it's time to cut off all that additional lace. So I am just following the shape of my ear, and this is how I can tell that the lace was a little bit too large for me, just because when I cut around my ear, some of the hair came off with it, and that's a sign that the lace was a little too large for me, because that would not happen if it was a perfect fit. So as of right now, it's looking great, but you guys will see what I mean once we actually start to lay the lace down. But before we do that, it is super important to get all of the hair away from the lace. So I'm using my wax stick and my rat tail comb to do so, and then I'm just going to cut the rest of the lace off, and I'm cutting right before the natural hairline. So as of right now, that lace is looking absolutely amazing, you guys. That invisible lace definitely came in handy, so they did their big one with this one. So now it's time to lay the lace down, and I'm going in with some adhesive spray first. I'm going to let that get tacky, and then I'm going to start to lay the lace down. I'm starting off with the center first because I already realized that the lace was a little too large for me. So I like to start off with the center and kind of just see how everything goes, and then I work on the sides. All right, look at that melt, you guys. That melt is absolutely amazing. So I went ahead and I did the other side off camera, and let me know if you guys can actually see this on your screen. The lace was kind of bubbling up a little bit, and that's because there was just too much extra space. Obviously, I stretched it as far as I could from ear to ear, but when you have a larger lace, sometimes that can happen, and that's more of a reason why I took my time with laying the lace down and making sure it was secure, because I was trying to minimize that as much as possible. So I just dabbed some lace melting spray on top of the lace, and I let that sit underneath my elastic band for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, the elastic band is off. Now, aside from the large lace issue, as you guys can see, that melt is beautiful. The hairline on this wig is absolutely gorgeous. So overall, I was satisfied with it. I just wish that the lace was more of a perfect fit for me. It was just a little too big, which I mentioned tons of times already. I apologize, but I just really want to make sure that you guys understand what the issue was here. However, when you look past that, that melt was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So after I went in with my hot comb to make sure the hair was laying down, I went in with some more foundation and just dabbed it right at the edge of the lace just to make sure everything was blended seamlessly. Okay, so the install portion is technically done. We're gonna move on into the styling portion, but again, I'm gonna give you guys some more close-ups of how invisible that lace was and how beautiful she melted. I understand why this is one of their popular wigs right now, because that lace was everything. She was super thin and she blended perfectly. Now, another good thing about this wig, like I told you guys earlier, is that she already came styled for you. Those curls were already in this wig, and you guys know I normally go right on in and recurl the hair anyways because I love the fresh curls. But these curls held up very well even while it was in the box, I guess, because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, like I don't have to recurl anything. I didn't have to do anything. So all I did was take some hairspray and of course my wax stick just to help with the flyaways, and I just brushed it through the hair and she was as good as new, you guys. So I was super satisfied with that. So with this wig in particularly, all you have to do is worry about the install portion because she already comes styled, which helps you save lots of time. So as you guys can see here, this is the touch-up side versus the untouched side, and honestly the untouched side is given as well. So yeah, they did a really good job with the curling and it survived throughout the packaging and shipping, so I was happy with that. I did go in and add some baby hairs off camera just to help hide that lace a little bit more because those little bubbles was just showing on through and it was ruining the invisible lace moment, so I needed the baby hairs to help hide that just a little bit more. But overall, I was super satisfied with this wig unit. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this wig unit. Again, the quality was beautiful and you guys see that lace. Make sure you check out my description box. The direct link will be listed there. Thank you so much for tuning in and I'll see you next time.